Hello, beautiful eclectic lights. Welcome in Aquarius. Oh my goodness, for the second month. I've decided to go live with this because it gives me more time. We're really going to do it up today. So I said I wanted to do something a little different, add some of my tools, so to speak, to your guys' special reading. So we are going to do the dice. And also last night, and this could be for, I think it was Pisces runner-up. But I use all my senses. And last night I was smelling lilac. And I felt that somebody either has perfume that has lilac or they have lilacs in their yard, because I also smelt fresh cut grass and then like the rain. So I don't know if the rain happened first and then we cut our grass, and or you cut your grass and then it rained. I also feel that somebody has some sort of mulching bin. They do mulching for fertilizing their plants and whatnot. There was a couple other things that I smelt, but I can't remember. It was last night, but those two specifically stood out to me. If I smell anything as I'm reading and channeling, I will let you know. So we are going to first roll the dice and see what we have. Oh, nice. We got 2 1s. We have 2 6s, 1 5, and 1 3. Awesome. So I'm not surprised that, you know, in numerology, it is about determination, independence, someone who is always creating new opportunities or getting new opportunities. So your energy, Aquarius. Also, we have, you know, the 3. The 3 can be communication, but it's a sense of optimism, someone who is curious about creating something. We do have a challenge. We have the 5, but this is it, you know, transition. It's a transitioning from one thing to the next. So if you are, you know, leaving one place to move to another, or one relationship and then you're moving into another, or job, it's a transitioning, okay? But this represents being open to those new experiences and being very adaptable in doing so. We have the 6s. This is all about domestic happiness, happiness in the home, happiness in relationships. It is about having a very stable partnership, a stable home. There's not a lot of chaos. Everything is working in harmony. Now, last night I forgot to do this, but you know, when you're limited in time, you're rushing, and I didn't want to rush this. So we have 2 6s, that's 12, 17, 22. Breaking down to a 4. The 4 is the Emperor. 4 is Emperor. You are ruling your shit, Aquarius. You're taking charge. I feel like there was a time that it's like, you know, when you've lost your mojo. I felt like maybe there was some setbacks, but I feel like you are right on track now. You are taking the lead, taking control back over your life, your situations, and just being adaptable to any transition that is happening. Now, I have to say, I feel like this is a relationship transition. Okay. The three, you know, can mean communication. The two ones, these are new beginnings. We have some type of communication, maybe with a new partner. But I feel like that transition from, and I'm not saying you jumped into one bed and went to another the next day. That was a transition. We've released something, and now we are maybe communicating with somebody new. Somebody that is definitely going to make you happy, that is going to be a harmonious, balanced relationship. Okay, so I did pull these, and you know, I thought about it later, but once it's done, I don't want to mess with the energy. But I was like, if you're going to go live, you could just do it on the camera and you have plenty of time. So we have expectations, mature man, and occupation. This could be somebody that you have met at your work. This doesn't have to be an older person. This just means that this person is mature. They're stable. They got their shit, their ish together. We got expectations, but you know, I feel like this expectation is more of that optimism. You know, there's nothing wrong with having expectations for happiness and joy. I mean, you should. That's hope. That's, you know, faith. But it's when we put labels on it, or a specific person, or it has to be that company, or it has to be that, you get the gist. That's when this energy can be somewhat distorted. Again, we got 28, which breaks down to a 1, 10 to a 1. Determination. Somebody who is expecting new opportunities. And I feel like these opportunities are going to be delivered. We have 5. Again, a transition. I think that we are transitioning over to somebody who is more suited, more mature, more stable. And then we have the occupation. This is 7, 34, breaking down to a 7. This is letting your intuition guide you on what you are creating in life. And I think that you do already. So we also have stand up and be recognized. Behold, you are an inspiration. You are the inspiration you've been looking for. And oh my goodness, today I was channeling the song from Muse. It's called Spanglish. You know what? I'm going to see if I can pull that up, because that is definitely a confirmation for me that that needs to come out. Basically, it's being your own inspiration, being your own muse. Oops, sorry. Oh my goodness. Now I can't turn it off. So sorry, so sorry. Okay, let me see if I can pull this up. I was listening to it, and it was so profound to me that it just stuck. And then because of that card, I'm just like, oh, yeah, there's something there. Okay. Let me see if I could pull up the lyrics. Okay, I'm not getting it. Sorry. I'm not that computer literate. Or literate, I should say. But definitely look up that song. Definitely, I didn't relate to certain parts of the song. There's just certain phrases in that song that really stood out, and I was actually going to channel that for the collective, where it's being our own inspiration. Don't look to others to be that inspiration that you are fully capable of being for yourself. You know, I know sometimes we do need to be inspired, but can't we get inspired by something we see, something we hear, something we smell, taste, feel? Tapping into our higher consciousness brings inspiration, ideals. You are a creator. We all are. Occupation. You're creating. Excuse me. You're in great company. Pull back to propel forward. This is almost like that slingshot kind of energy, or that, you know, when you run to jump off that cliff, you don't start at the cliff, you get a running start. It's that pulling back to propel forward. This is 40, so this breaks down to a 4. This is having someone who has knowledge. And you know, I heard something that Aquarius is actually the holder of the Akashic. So very knowledgeable, clever, definitely a born leader. Okay? So know that the divine has you. They are going to help you to propel forward into something. We have 16. This is another 7. Twice we have that spiritual connection and intuition. We have self-worth and expansion. I feel like something, and I said I felt like Aquarius got thrown back a bit for a while there. And it could have something to do with something of your value, your self-worth. You know, if people, it happens all the time. You lose a job, you feel like crap, especially if you get fired, right? It's like there's things that can put little dents in our self-worth, but it's this snap back rubber band energy that you're snapping back. And then we have the expansion. We are creating, you know, this woman is setting things on fire, and this one holds the world in their hand with all this beautiful green growth, expansion. So Aquarius, you are expanding, not just in your self-worth and value, but what you are creating, what you are bringing to the collective as a whole. Ah, I needed that, sorry. So, you know, I already shuffled these, but okay, we'll shuffle them one more time. Okay, let's see what we have for you, Aquarius. What do we have for Aquarius? I feel this one too, and I don't know why. Okay, so we got the King of Cups in reverse, and we have the Chariot. This is that emotional maturity, growth that is coming. our self-worth is expanding. And you know, when we are confident, when we have our, when we know our value, we know we have a lot to offer. And I feel like this is already turned around. So I read energy, so I'm not going to just take it the way it falls out if I feel it doesn't belong that way. You know, you faced your challenges. We see the sharks here. You faced your challenges, but your ship came in. This has opened your heart, and this has expanded you in how we value ourselves and our place in this beautiful world. The Chariot, this is heading towards victory. You know, this snail, if you know the snail from the Never-Ending Story, you know, people in that movie thought, the snail, how are we going to get there? You know, that snails are slow. And he said, not this snail. This is not a slow snail. This is a fast transition, something that you are moving on, moving forward with. Definitely, this is when, don't judge a book by its cover. I feel like that energy, Aquarius, that maybe people were counting you out. Yeah, Seven of Swords. Yeah, they were. Whether they thought that they could, you know, this is sneaky, deceitful, feel like this is an energy of maybe somebody trying to take your ideals, try to get that promotion, try to undermine you. It's like, you know, when people, an injured animal or someone who is, I don't want to say infirmary, but that's what's coming. Like when we're on that spiritual break, I'm seeing the Four of Swords. When we're on that spiritual break where we are gathering our energy, we're gathering our strength to come out, you know, and come out of that hibernation, that's when people think you're weak and they misjudged you. They thought, oh, Aquarius is weak now. We can take what they had. We can, you know, get that promotion over them because they're not, they don't have all that energetic vibrancy. Maybe you weren't as optimistic. Maybe you were just down and out. But see, we should never count someone out. We don't know their journey. We don't know what they're going through. And trust me, Aquarius, you adapt. You move on. So much growth there. People see how abundant, how wonderful you are. 10 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, how hardworking you are, how creative you are, that you put love into everything that you create, very meticulously. You always put thought before you ever put anything out. You are so much intelligence and what is it? Hold on, guys. Imagination. But also, too, because I feel like you are very tapped in to the divine. You do not have blinders on. You see the world perfectly clear, and you always voice what you feel. And a lot of people may discount you, may think, you know, you don't know what you're talking about, you're just on a rant. But I feel like, you know, you are the ones who hold the Akashic record. You do know. And this is 10 of Cups with 8 of Pentacles. Working on loving ourselves, loving others. This is also bringing in that harmony, that beautiful balance and harmony of togetherness. This is, you know, and I said that there was some type of transition. This is bringing a lot of balance and harmony in maybe a new relationship. But I feel like you are working on, you know, Aquarius, you can do so many things. I see people, the Aquarians, like writing, literature, poetry, music, thoughts, but not superficial thoughts, deep thoughts. 10, this 10 reminds me how deep you go, Aquarius. And you bring a sense of beauty with everything that you do. It's magical because it is something you have tapped into. It didn't get pulled from the ether. It didn't, you know, you didn't get it from someone else. You got it from source directly. You know how to tap into what is hidden. It's like the High Priestess energy. We got the King of Wands. Yes. You are coming out. You're coming out strong, on fire. It's like whatever happened in the past, we've gotten through that. You've adapted and you've actually come out even better. And I think you realize that in life. Being as smart as you are, I think that you realize that in life, that, you know, challenges are just challenges. But there's always, always more opportunities. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, I feel your energy in this. It's like the Knight of Pentacles, to me, is someone who surveys the land. They ain't in any rush to go and plant their seed somewhere and then find out that that land is somebody else's, or that land is no, you know, it's fallow. I get that from Pet Sematary, if you don't know the movie. So funny how, never mind. Thomas, stay focused. Okay. So, this is somebody who dots their I's, crosses their T. They want to make sure whatever they're investing in, and usually it's something for self. And I'm not saying that it's all about you, but why not? Because I think that everything that we do in this lifetime benefits the collective, regardless. If you're setting out to do something for the collective or you're doing it for yourself, if we're self-improving, we're expanding, we're bringing beauty and music and art and whatever to the world, How is that not benefiting the collective? Of course it is. And you're wise enough to know this. And it's funny because these little flowers look like those lilacs. But the lilacs I seen were bluish purple. Kind of like that color. So, it's funny that these flowers are here and then all the green. It's like the grass that... This is you being wise in your choices. You understand the concept of filling your own cup first, and that cup runneth over and it trickles out to the collective. It's not, we have to purposely do it. It just happens. And you're wise enough to understand that. A lot of us aren't wise enough to understand that. We think that we have to pour out to the collective to do something for the world, for our communities, for bettering yourself benefits everyone. Absolutely. It benefits your family. It benefits your friends. It benefits the world. This is the balance. Justice. Knowing the truth. That everything is a balanced exchange of energy. What we put out there, we get back. But also what we do for self, we do for others. And it's that beautiful balance. Wonderful. Five of Cups. That's that 5 that I seen on the dice. And I said that I feel that it had something to do with, you know, a romance, a partnership. These are cups. This is about our emotions. So, you know, we've overcome this challenge. We are seeking the new opportunities. We are remaining adaptable. In our emotions and our feelings. And being open to those new experiences. If this was a negative sense, this person would not be open to new experiences. They would be sitting there over those 3 cups. So look, she's even got a staff. She's ready to go on a new adventure. She's got those 2 other beautiful flowers, and she's ready to go. Yeah, you are. 8 of Wands. This could also be that communication. Moving on, communicating with someone else after something has ended. Yeah. I feel like you've done that healing, that processing. Absolutely. We got the 3 of Swords underneath that as well. We've done the healing. We've done the processing. We didn't lose hope. We stayed optimistic that something better, something that is more for sure. You know, nothing is for sure in life, but something that is going to be more balanced, more in harmony with you. And then we have the 6 of Swords. This is coming out of whatever you were going through, Aquarius. And I won't label it, and I'm not going to sit and try to, you know, create some story to suit every single Aquarius that is watching or will watch this video. You know what you were going through, and you know that you are coming out of that. We see that beautiful star and the anchor. We stayed grounded, solid in our hope, in our faith that we were getting out of that and moving into something better. You know, I look at this like this island of paradise. You're finding your paradise. You're finding what is going to make you happy. It could have been something that, you know, you just felt uninspired for a while. You know, all the planets do what they do. But now, you're on solid ground again. This is a representation of that harmony in the home, in the family, at work, in your community, partnership. Things are coming into balance and becoming more in a line. Got Two of Cups. Partnerships, relationships. Choosing something over something else. And we have the Six of Wands. Victory is sweet. Aquarius, victory is very sweet. So we have the Chariot and we have the Six of Wands. This is victory. This is you expanding, growing, abundance, your passion. You know, the Three of Swords could have been the reason. There could have been some type of loss, some type of heartbreak, some breakdown of something that just got you off track for a little while. But you're getting there. You never lost hope. You never let go of those expectations that things would get better. Now, as far as, you know, when I do personal readings, definitely I tell people what it is I'm feeling, what that situation is, but I would have to put out so many different scenarios for every single person. And the way I look at it is we're all very intelligent. We know what we've gone through. We know what we're coming out of. We know, you know, if someone has to spell it out for you and tell you, then you're not using your intuition. Say you got 5 things going on. And when you see cards like this and you hear the reader speaking on the energy, you should be tapped into the reader enough to where your gut, you will know exactly what they're referring to. It's your first thought. It's your first thought. Don't ever doubt yourself. You know, I was doing that today. I was thinking on that today. I was driving and I switched lanes because that lane was going a little faster, you know, on the takeoff, and they were up ahead. But I didn't trust myself enough to stay in that other lane because, yeah, they were slow on the takeoff, but man, they were actually faster. And then, of course, now I'm further back, and I thought, you know, this is what our journey's like. We'll always get to the destination. It's just how long does it take us? If we trust our intuition, we get there a lot faster. When we doubt it, that's when we get the obstacles, the bumps in the roads, the things that slow us down. Eventually we will get there. We all get there. How quick or how slow you get there, it depends on you trusting your intuition. So, let's see what else we have. Oh my goodness. The floodgates have opened. You are the first thing that I see is that you are exposing your true self. We have shedded something, and this woman is just exposing all of her abundance, all of her glory, all of her beauty. This was something very transformative for you, Aquarius. But we have gotten over that. And now you have all those gears working perfectly, balanced, in alignment. I feel the 8 of Wands. For whatever reason, this is fast moving. You know, once the gears started going, things just really started falling into place. And I don't think that that was without work. I think that you worked on yourself. You've been working on yourself. And I said that I felt that you were being true to yourself, knowing that whatever you do for self, you do for others. There's no separation. We are not separated. You know, if we have things, if we have a shitty attitude, we're not in a good place ourself, our mind space. You know, we're not in alignment, body, mind, and soul. That reflects out. So you can go and do all the charitable work, you can go and then the next minute you're cursing someone out. You're doing all this, you're doing all that. It kind of just doesn't count. That's why it's so important to work on self first, to give to self, to do for self. Because when you raise that vibration, when you become something beautiful, transformative, that energy pours out to the collective without even trying. But Aquarius, I feel like you know this. Like I said, you are the bearer of the Akashic. So this was just a beautiful reading. I'm so glad that your energy is lifting up, Aquarius, because it's time. It's time. The world needs you. The collective needs you to have that high vibration, because you bring a lot to everyone when you're in that rare form of self. So, I expect to see some great achievements, accomplishments for you, Aquarius. And I'm sure the rest of the collective is anxiously awaiting that as well. So, I am going to say, Aquarius, you got a great path forward. You do. You got it going on. You found your mojo again. You found that je ne sais quoi. You found that missing ingredient that you always had. It just, there was some reason why you couldn't see it. You didn't feel it anymore. But it looks like you've gotten all past that, and some good things are on the way. So I'm going to close this circle. Thank you so much, Agape. Thank you, my team, my angels, my guides. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Aquarius. You guys rock. Keep going. Keep going. Like I said, I need you. The collective needs you. Truly. You don't understand how important your role is. Or maybe you do. But we all have something special that we are here to bring to this earth and the collective. So keep going. Be blessed. Blessed be. Peace out. And Agape. Now I don't know how to turn it off. Uh-oh. I don't know how to turn it off. This is my first time going live here. Shit. Is that it? Okay. I don't know how to turn it off. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yes, okay.